Hello and welcome to this weekend's special episode, Lifestyle Edit Style and Serenity. I'm Chaiti Narula and I'm here at the Discover Collection Club in the National Capital. It's a private, members-only collective for the who's who of the country, and I'm walking around their art box, and Jogen Chaudhary has just got my attention right now, so I've set the frame over here. But when we're talking about art, couture is a form of art. The Paris Couture Week just got wound up, and we're bringing you all the latest when it comes to collection of Schiaparelli, which had a fair bit of shock factor. There was Dior that stuck to its brand ethos. There was Chanel that kept it simple and sophisticated, very Chanel-like. There's also Thom Browne, which was a really interesting, dreamy showcase. So let's bring you a roundup of all of these, and don't you forget Rahul Mishra and Gaurav Gupta, the crown jewels of India, but more on them in a while from now. I'm walking you through this beautiful, serene and classy venue, which has become a bit of a spot where the who's who of the country are hobnobbing these days, and it's also become a gateway to international luxury brands into India, or rather it is slowly becoming that. Now, talking about international luxury, don't forget an Indian luxury label that has made its mark internationally, Rahul Mishra. He can be truly called the crown jewel of Indian couture. I actually got a sneak peek of his collection, which is titled Hum Log, or We the People. And what an ode to the craftsmanship of India and his own artisans that he has given through this collection, which also saw a fair amount of figuratives for the first time, married with the Rahul Mishra style of botanicals as well. Take a look. I got a sneak peek, and here is what transpired at his showcase in Paris.
World we try to bridge together with his reality. So how the reality and imagination, they kind of coexist together.
Rahul Mishra showcased We the People at Haute Couture Week in Paris. In fact, we had an exclusive preview to the collection even before it was showcased to the world. This was an ode to his craftsmen, his karigars, his creators, who he equated with his idea of God. And that was beautiful. The collection leans on an almost monochromatic palette with a few pieces of color, well thought out to tell a story. We saw figuratives for the first time. He showed us the artworks that he had sketched himself. The embroidery done on the outfits was that of the same karigars who made them, juxtaposed with where their mind wanders when in a meditative state of creation. Look at these embroidered tigers, for instance, jumping out of the carts. As old and repetitive it now sounds, he works like an artist. The latest work has figuratives and yet maintains the signature Rahul Mishra botanicals.
Tiger walks in here, creates clearly ripples of the water, and at the same time, this embroiderer is kind of creating the flower on the cart, and tiger is walking in as if like that is how, and everything was intentionally created in a very sketchy kind of feel.
The handshake with the karigar on the runway at the start of the show speaks of the story of his collection.
Top portion is complete silver.
Yeah.
And this beyond this point is all black and white. So even where she's sitting, again, her actually that fantasy kind of world also has got, as if like, the idea needs to have complete clarity. Her dupatta becomes like that, and this entire thing becomes like a flower petal. And next to it, then you see a tailor actually tailoring it. You see a cutter, a master who's cutting it. So how the community of people, how everybody together create this dress. So somehow in capturing the process of creation itself onto a piece like this.
His idea and representation of India is clear. We the people, hum log. That is his idea, and he explains.
We started doing a lot more conversation with all the people who we work with. And we started understanding what are the dreams, what is happening, and how they're enjoying being here, because most of the people who have been working with the brand have been working since the time brand started.
Yeah.
So that is also a beautiful factor, like how they feel it's like family.
It's quite interesting to know that the monochromatic palette enables the storytelling way better than busy colors. And that was his choice. In a world where couturiers start creating shock factors to either stand out or as a clever brand and PR building exercise, Rahul Mishra stays true to his core. His work speaks for itself. Up next for Rahul Mishra is the India Couture Week back in India with the FDCI. In New Delhi, Chaiti Narula for India Today.
What I particularly love about this private ultra luxury club is that art, fashion, beauty, wellness, networking, all of it just comes together. And what caught my attention right now was this work of the modern progressive master, Maqbool Fazal Hussain. We're now going to be taking you through another showcase from the Paris Couture Week, and that is of Gaurav Gupta. Gaurav Gupta, truly 2023 has been his year. All the best to him, and he is now truly another crown jewel from India. And here is what Gaurav Gupta's showcase was all about.
Gaurav Gupta's second haute couture outing in Paris. It's no small feat. The collection titled Hiranyagarbha was based on ancient Vedic philosophy.
Hiranyagarbha is basically where everything got started. For me, it's something which is even before the Big Bang, literally. So it's the starting of creation. Hiranya is also another name for Brahma. So it's about creation. So what we have done is, and then in that sense, this subliminal inspiration of a Vedic Indian concept has translated into something very glittery in some senses, which is full of crystals. There's some which are fluid forms, which look like DNA and creations.
Sculptural couture is his signature. This collection too had his signature underlined. The runway saw volume. It saw drama. The focus was on silhouettes and the palettes. Whites, greens, hues of greens, ivory, deep browns.
So there's some structures which are hooded, which kind of gives a feeling of a womb and of birth, or something which is enveloped or taking birth out of it. So there is a whole, and then I think green as a color represents a lot of creation to me, in the sense of all trees, and it's the most soothing color. And almost, I think even from the electric green, where it's actually neon, it has a very magic fireflies and bees and light and creation feeling to it, and that's why there's a neon green in the collection. And then it's almost like a gem-like emerald which is there, which is which just represents the vastness of earth and greenery. Very intense Indian techniques. Like this time we've gone really intense on Zardozi, on some of our olive color outfits. This is almost like a jet black olive in the collection. And what we are showcasing is basically a new fantasy couture world from India to the globe.
Cardi B, who's been on a bit of a roll at the Haute Couture Week, wore Gaurav Gupta for the third time, and this time around was spotted in a green Gaurav Gupta outfit and a hood. Fall-Winter 2023 saw a different Gaurav Gupta collection, where he challenged his own ways but retained the design speed. We even saw a two-piece off-shoulder co-ops and a lemon green high-shoulder blazer. Gaurav Gupta indeed is now the inner sanctum of haute couture globally. In New Delhi with Riya Modi, Chaiti Narula for India Today.
The world of wellness has seen a paradigm shift in India. Who would have imagined a couple of years ago to have Turkish hammam baths even available in India? And while we've spoken to you a lot about Turkish hammams and its benefits as well, the other wellness routine that caught our attention and was really a game changer in many ways for sexual wellness and sexual well-being was Emsella, or the Kegel throne. It's taken the world of wellness by a pleasant surprise for women who've been suffering for many, many years after pregnancy, or low libido, or urinary incontinence, or bladder control issues, and women silently suffer. This machine really can give you 11,200 contractions in a span of almost 28 minutes, something that a human body cannot otherwise achieve. And here is my review of the machine.
A breakthrough FDA-approved technology now enables you to do 11,200 pelvic contractions in a span of just 28 minutes. Something that a human body just cannot otherwise achieve. Enter Emsella, and the world of wellness and fitness offers hope to women with weak pelvic floor muscles, either due to aging, childbirth, menopause, or even men who face sexual issues.
I tried 6 sessions of Emsella, which is the only FDA-approved machine. It's popularly called as Kegel throne. From 6 sessions before to today, I'm here to assess what my pelvic floor looks like and how well it is strengthened. Any men or women who are looking for pelvic floor strengthening at any age above the age of 18, this is an ideal device. Emsella strengthens the pelvic floor, treats urinary incontinence, and improves intimate wellness. How important it is for them to maintain their Kegel floor? What happens if they don't look after it?
Often the gynecologist says that you should do Kegel exercises. Basically, Kegel is nothing but a pelvic floor muscle exercise, and we need to do a lot of these exercises to get the strength of our pelvic floor back, because see, the pelvic floor is like a hammer, and the bladder as well as the uterus is sitting on it. Emsella helps in sexual health in both men and women. Okay, it actually improves the pleasure during the sexual activity. It improves the erection. It improves the tightness of the vagina. It improves the orgasm. So all in all, it improves the enjoyment during the act.
This works on the breakthrough high-fem technology and treats urinary incontinence and intimate discomfort. One session of Emsella can cost you anywhere between 10 to 20,000 rupees per session, depending on where you're getting it done. You need 6 sessions in total, 2 sessions a week for 3 weeks. After that, you can get maintenance sessions done once in a few months.
Any contraindications for pregnant women, or is it better for pregnant women or pre-pregnancy? If I'm planning a pregnancy, is it better for me to strengthen the pelvic floor area artificially like this?
So I would not recommend it during pregnancy. And again, some people who have internal implants in their vaginal region or in their lower abdomen or the lower in and around the pelvic region, they cannot get it done. Otherwise, anybody can get it done.
Many women silently suffer. As they age, they have disturbed or broken sleep, as they need to wake up multiple times in the night to urinate as a result of weakened pelvic floor muscles. This is a game changer in that aspect, as it strengthens those muscles that are otherwise not possible with just Kegel exercises at the gym. Most are unable to even engage the right muscle while doing the Kegel workouts. While only certified registered medical practitioners are allowed to give this treatment, it is not a sure shot that erectile dysfunction is treated with Emsella as such. Some doctors do feel it does really help. The US FDA has cleared Emsella for treating urinary incontinence in men and women and improve female sexual wellness. Any other benefit is coincidental and could be related to improvement in the strength of the pelvic floor area. Doctors swear by Emsella, or the Kegel throne's deep pelvic floor muscle stimulation and restoration of neuromuscular control. There is in-depth penetration and stimulation of the entire pelvic floor area, and this engagement that you feel is when you know it has started working. After 6 sessions, you can feel that the pelvic floor has improved awareness to contract muscles and a regained bladder control. What's more, a better sex life awaits.
My verdict is a big thumbs up. A big thumbs up because it does not have side effects. It is absolutely safe. A big thumbs up because it helps you exercise. It helps you give contractions which a normal exercise cannot do it. It helps you avoid surgery and it helps in sexual wellness. Stay well, that's the only way. The craze around skinny pens and Ozempic is not dying down anytime soon. Why not? Because weight loss is something that most people seem to be obsessed with. There are celebrities who are losing weight quite rapidly because of skinny pens. Now, what is in the offing? A pill form of Ozempic. Doctors are just worried that this pill form should never be confused as a diet pill. Rather, it should be used to treat the disease of obesity with proper prescriptions. There are a lot of worries coming in from healthcare professionals on the back of this development. Here's a look.
The world of weight loss has had a breakthrough with skinny pens. The Ozempic shots meant for the treatment of type 2 diabetes is being used off-label to reduce weight. These shots are hard to obtain but have the ability to help you shed those pounds. The drug was never meant to be used for that purpose in the first place. It gives myriad of side effects to those taking it for weight loss. They include diarrhea, constipation, tummy aches, nausea, vomiting, amongst many others. Many already know this. Now, a pill form of Ozempic is on the horizon. On 25th of June, researchers presented data in 2 studies at the American Diabetes Association Scientific Sessions Conference. One study showed 50 milligrams of semaglutide, the active compound in Ozempic and Wegovy, taken orally each day is roughly as effective as weekly Wegovy shots in reducing weight in people who are overweight or obese. Wegovy injections contain 2.4 milligrams of semaglutide. Wegovy has been approved to treat obesity since 2021. It's the same drug as diabetes medication Ozempic, just at a higher dose. Concerns now loom large on its unintended consequences as more people would seem to prefer pills over the injections for weight loss.
What is important to know is that semaglutide is a good option for people, who have diabetes, who have obesity, or who are overweight and need to lose weight. But it is not a good option for everyone, and it is important that whoever takes this pill, they take it under medical supervision, and then, decide whether they meet the criteria or not.
We have to practice ethical medicine for it to be beneficial for everybody and keeping in mind the risks and the benefits. So I do think it's a new kid on the block. I do think it'll be successful in the future. We just need some more information for it.
The injectable liquid form of semaglutide is directly shot into the belly with very small needle dispatch at the click of a pen once a week. One can take it with or without food. Oral semaglutide is supposed to be swallowed and not injected. Patients must have an empty stomach when they take it along with water. Doctors are extremely worried. Having a poppable pill available for weight loss could perhaps lead to an abuse of the drug.
This is a drug that at times can increase the risk of thyroid C-cell cancer. It can increase the risk of pancreatitis or inflammation of the pancreas. It can increase the risk of kidney problems. So it's not an option for everyone. It can increase the risk of causing hypoglycemia, which is low blood sugar, since it is a diabetes drug.
There is some concern about there being an increased risk of medullary thyroid cancer. It's a very rare form of thyroid cancer. They haven't seen this in adults, but they have seen this in mice. In the preclinical phases, they did see an increased risk of this. Has been proven in adults, but we don't have that much information yet from these medications. When I say, I mean long-term data to say if it increases the risk of thyroid cancer or not.
Doctors insist these new drugs should be used to control the disease of obesity and should under no circumstances be perceived as diet pills. In New Delhi, with inputs from Riya Modi, Chaiti Narula for India Today.
Well, that's all that we could pack on this special episode of the Lifestyle, Edit, Style and Serenity. We'll continue bringing you all the latest from the world of luxury as always. And that's me, Chaiti Narula, signing off as I pour myself a cup of this beautiful herbal infusion. I also want to thank my producers, Vaishnavi Gaharwar, Riya Modi and Nitika Gandhi for working so hard on this show. And I'm going to now relax, unwind for the day with this beautiful tea as I relax in the tea salon, nestle in the middle of a hustling and bustling city, and there's a VIP lounge also waiting for me where I will just unwind and relax. Thank you. You take care. Enjoy yourself.